quarterbacks and see what they do. But the running back who can take over a game, who can impose his will on the opposite defense, oh, that guy, that's a guy worth watching because he can definitely change the fortunes of his team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskin offense taking the field, and one thing we do know, they'll have an entirely different look come this fall as they picked up Alex Smith from Casey in a surprise trade early in the normal trading window, January 30th, Charles, to be exact. What will Alex Smith bring to this offense?
A guy who takes care of the football, and we use that phrase all the time, but let's not be trite about it. He also produces. 2017, pushed the ball downfield, got some big plays on the perimeter, and had a touchdown to interception ratio of 26-5. When you have a quarterback like that, you're going to be in just about every game.
On first down, Smith. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Niles Paul, the intended target. And now it's second down. Offensive starters time, Charles, for the Washington Redskins.
Let's look at Josh Dotson, the wide receiver out of TCU. Grew up in Fort Worth. His mom works at the university as a vice president. He actually went to Wyoming first, transferred back to TCU. And boy, is he a high flyer. Throw it up in the air, he'll go up and get it.
Everybody's having a good night.
Back to the air, Smith on second down.
Oh, man, weak.
45. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. That's a matchup maybe they go back to their outer third of the field as this game continues.
Yeah, I think back to my high school.
Let's blitz his ass, guys.
To say when we got big plays early in a game or good plays, they say foul it away, lad, foul it away, because he'd want to come back to it later in a key situation. They may come back to this one a little more often than that.
Didn't he say laddie or did he say lad?
Yeah, it just depended on what he was feeling at the moment.
Okay, I thought that was the guy you told me about. He used to say laddie a lot.
Laddie, when you heard laddie, he was usually in a pretty good mood. Lad, eh.
So the penalty by the offense, and now they face a 1st and 15.
Come on, boy, let's get him.
Nope,
you ain't going nowhere.
He'll be brought down just shy of
they did get 5 yards, though, damn it.
5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry,
what's up, everybody?
mean, and confident.
Hope y'all enjoy some Madden. We was going to stream Fortnite tonight, but it was like, since the game's on,
see if they stay on the ground.
why not kind of, I don't know, reenact the shit, kind of. Yeah. I wanted to get him there.
No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. He makes a wonderful play there off the corner, protecting his side of the field.
Oh, that reminds me of the great defenses of old, doesn't it? The Pittsburgh Steelers, steel curtain. They would not let you get on the field if you could only do one thing. You had to be a complete guy, and you had to be able to tackle.
Now, I know I've said this before, but you know I wasn't alive.
No.
I know them, but I just want to let you know I wasn't
alive. No, man.
Bring that in there, and one of these days you're going to think that you were.
They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And some options here for the offense on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, let me be one of the big guys.
Play action. It's Smith. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
See, I had no business playing as him. Let the computer do that.
Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility, the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football.
Oh.
The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting to look at everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and
I'm about to say, not again.
The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground. This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this one looks good.
Damn.
Good. Right down the pipe. And it's 3-0 as the Redskins strike first. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Drew Brees ready to bring out the New Orleans offense. And for Brees, his streak of 3 straight passing titles came to an end this season. He finished second, but still, he went over 70,000 passing yards for his career.
And I don't think he was unhappy about that streak coming to an end because that meant the running game had gotten back into vogue for him. And Mark Ingram, Alvin Kamara, they really had big years, allowed him to be way more comfortable throwing the football. He did have his 12th straight year over 4,000 yards, though, with 4,334. So all was not lost for Drew Brees.
He is a free agent. Saints could use the franchise tag on him, but he says he wants to be a Saint for the remainder of his career.
And if that organization is listening to that, make him a Saint for the rest of his career. It makes your team that much better.
He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the stick.
I don't even know what these things are set on because I've never fucking played this shit that much. Okay, it's on Pro. It seems slow, that's why.
Watch tight, tight is right. Watch tight, tight is right. Ready.
Brees now on first down. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
I just never threw that.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
What?
Responded to the challenge.
This one complete to Jordan Reed. A very solid gain of 27.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys,
that was bold.
That, and having your eyes in the right place.
That was some cheese. What the fuck was that, dude?
Able to dump it over the top to him. First down.
Where you going, boy? Huh?
And a short gain down to about the 33. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Smith on 3rd down.
Are you serious?
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
It's just some cheese. Yo, they got this boy acting like he Cam Newton out this bitch, dog. What the fuck? Yo. There you go.
First down throw. It's Smith. That is caught at the 7.
No.
He'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So give them the yardage on the pass and half the distance to the goal line.
Because they're inside the 30, so now you don't march off the full 15, right? You have half the distance to the goal. In any event, that's precious real estate given up.
And before they can get settled in here, time expires on the first quarter. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football.
Who that?
Number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. They'll run for it with Peterson.
Dang.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown.
Oh, the bad interception I threw.
Adrian Peterson. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Adrian Peterson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards. Season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshon Lattimore on defense. Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Dancing to his left. Catch here, left side, Thomas. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. A gain of 6 there on first.
Not bad, not
and that's
bad.
why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be taken down across the 50 and the 45 at enemy territory.
How we do it, boy. We gotta make up for that interception we threw, man.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat.
What's up, everybody? Hope y'all all having a great evening. Oh, you gonna blitz me, boy?
First down, Breeze. And a little floater there, but it's incomplete, falling to the ground. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also
this is Madden.
Not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well.
It's in the title, Madden.
He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he'll go down shy of the 40.
I was going to run, and I was like, wait. Breeze don't have those wheels.
Third down. Most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here's Breeze to throw. And he's got Snead. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Breeze finding Snead there for a Saint first.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, they ain't that damn good either, I don't think. I'm messing up, man. I'm making the boys look bad. No!
Because that is happening, we lean on it a little bit more. You don't
I was
go
hoping it
totally
was gonna
away
go
from running
higher,
the
man.
football,
They do
but
need
you
to
can say,
adjust
guess
the
what? We can throw it well.
Although I
with
didn't
a
get the
lot of
new one to see
confidence.
if they
Well, nearly
worked on the
another
throwing
interception
mechanics
there. That would have
more.
been 2 drives
It's like
in a
you
row with a pick.
never been able to
He's
make
gotta
that
start
throw
taking
right
way
over the
better
like
than what we're seeing.
linebacker between the safety type throw. You know what I mean?
The one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Flushed out right.
Oh.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 22-yard line. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
Oh, dude didn't run.
Side of the
I was
pocket for a sack, tried to get away but could not.
I was waiting for him to start running, the dude in front of me.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Larry Ridley is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they get the field goal, but part of that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally, when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that did really good ball control by
All right, we got to hold them to at least a field goal here. Can't let these motherfuckers score a touchdown on us here, man.
Just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But
oh, shit, what? Oh, man, still got them wheels, huh?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams.
Really? This little Alex Smith dude running around like Cam Newton out this bitch. On here.
MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season. 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Looking left side, and he's got a man.
Break his damn leg, man. Oh, man.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Probably some kind of... Their defense ain't that good here, man. Where's all the exotic kind of like blitzes and shit? Yeah, let's try something like this.
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let them know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle. When they're moving on crossing routes, if you miss a tackle, it usually results in a big play. Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Yes! That's what we needed. We need another one of those.
We're going to get a timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith.
Yes!
Smith loses it. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep for the Saints is Ted Ginn.
Oh.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say
Got
just
2
outside the
timeout.
20-yard line. New Orleans offense working its way back out there. As we look at them ahead to 2018, as that wound at the end of 2017 continues to heal, Charles.
Oh man, I would say now,
Thomas,
but like I want to see people's
excellent squad
comments
Certainly
though,
should,
man.
and
I
frankly,
need to get my
if the offensive line comes back healthy and intact, that's
laptop.
another big win for them, especially with their 2 tackles, Teron Armstead and
Oh!
who's a rookie last season, right tackle. They are loaded.
I thought he sacked me, dude.
They could get a real playmaker at tight end. That might be the last piece, and if that happens,
I thought I went
hate
down,
to be a
dude.
defensive coordinator trying to game plan for them.
Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead.
No, we'll use a
As it'll
timeout
come
there.
with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
53.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks at the 23. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Bull crap.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
But one thing that I've
What? No.
they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the 1st half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
We're not going for no
Certainly
field
have
goal
kept them
yet,
on
man.
their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 2nd down, the incompletion.
Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, left. 48 left. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
From the gun, it's Breeze. Gonna throw deep for the end zone. There they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze. Buying time to his left. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really
Go
come
for
true,
it. It's
don't
like,
they?
nah,
When you talk
now
about
we'll
it
kick the
takes
field
all
goal.
living to
See what I
play good
mean, though,
defense.
man? You
We've
trying to
seen
make
that
us
in
not
this
have
ball
no.
game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion.
So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole 2nd half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
That's fielded in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running down, they go down to a knee. So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Red. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play.
Oh, I skipped
So both teams
halftime.
have their
Oh, well.
marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3.
All right, we'll run this
This
one.
is fielded a couple yards deep. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of
There you
that.
go, baby, go.
Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
To throw.
Oh, what?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football
Little
back.
sneaky spy.
First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
False start, offense.
Yeah, that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. A shotgun snap for Smith. Crowder's got it over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. The Saints say they have it, and they do.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere.
Oh, man, he was down.
As they try and get downfield.
After reviewing the play, the movement on the field is reversed.
Now a give to Peterson running right. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. Again, Peterson looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments and run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
Get down, boy. Oh.
A.J. Klein able to drop him for
Get
a
it.
loss of 2.
Sacking boys.
Bring up 4th down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
What were they?
Off target to the left. Didn't
He
get
had.
there anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
That was really dumb, my dude.
Snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you
All
want
right,
it.
no more
And this
picks,
one winds up
man.
no good.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw.
Fuck, can I get sacked?
The pressure, Redskins get there. Zach Brown in from his linebacker spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of. This is caught inside the 15. Now a loose football. Coleman lost it.
I was down.
Have it, they do.
They make so many catches that are so tough, so acrobatic, so difficult, that often surprises me when they actually turn the ball over. You know, when the ball actually comes free. It's amazing. Sometimes because of what we see them do on so many different plays.
Had the catch, but couldn't control it on the contact.
No way, man.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They try to fire up the run game with Adrian Peterson. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they start.
No, it has. They started off hot on us.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down, Peterson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
Or if they'll kick a field goal from here, I hope.
Leaves them with 7 yards to go on third down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Redskins on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, Smith. And here on third down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Now it's Ginn. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. They'll try to get the ground game going with Ingram. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Breeze to throw on second down. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now Breeze on third down. He finds Coleman, and he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you're in the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
His defense is so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play...
You're lucky you made that tackle, my dude.
Primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Shotgun now for Breeze. 20! Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Oh, eluding the tackle. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line. Because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Throwing now is Breeze.
Fuck it. Hey, I did a rushing touchdown for the homie, if he's still in here.
Changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better? Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
So that drive goes 8 plays, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off.
Who that?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. On first down, it's Smith. They find some open field here. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a second down. 3 yards to go on second down. A 10th carry now for Peterson.
Boy, where you going?
This up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them. So
this game's almost over.
Third and 2, Smith. And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready.
Get the oxygen tank in it. Oh, wait.
This was a close game.
Watch it not have been a fumble.
Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Lutz to try to add the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Nah, winning 20-10 now, boy.
No run back here. This will be a touchback.
We just got a sack fumble, dog. We just stripped them and scored.
Defense, we get set to watch them go. And they had the fumble.
I was kind of worried, I ain't gonna lie, yeah.
Right back out there again.
And you hear so many people talk about opportunistic defenses
in
today's football. Well, they make their own breaks because they work at it all the time. We've been at the practices. The drills where they're trying to strip the football, the takeaways, they're always working on it, and it paid off for them on the last possession.
Paid off. Now can they do it again? Out of the backfield, Adrian Peterson was the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it, and then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. Here's Smith. And he comes back with one complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
4 down, 4 down. Set, wide, 80.
Back to the air. Smith on second down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it third down.
Now what you gonna do with it? Now what you gonna do with it? Hey. Yeah. He had it in the song.
The Redskins on third
I'll
down.
play it for you, bro.
Lacking
It's
much
crazy.
success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third
He
and
said,
7. Smith throwing again. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
some shit like that.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen
Oh,
it too
that
many
knocked my
times.
ass over.
And Reed with it over
That's
the
a
middle.
headhunt, that
And
boy,
he gets
dog.
it inside
Smack his
the
in the
35
dome. You know he
and
got
just shy of
concussion
the 30.
problems.
Another big hitter
Oh,
there.
boy, he
This one
about to
good for
fuck you
18.
up, dog. He'll rip your arm off, boy. Actually, it looks like he likes it. It went from at first it was like, yo, he don't like that. Now it's like he's just chilling, like, yo.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
You can score, it don't mean shit, boy. You ain't gonna score again.
On 1st and 10, Smith. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll make it second down. Smith trying to get him to the line quickly with the clock rolling. Now Smith. Over the middle, complete. That's Peterson. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll be third down. The clock still runs. We're at 90 seconds now. Smith. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jamison Crowder, 28 yards. And the Redskins have made this a one-score game.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he's he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. On second down, Kamara. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The Saints on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Kamara, try to run for it. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Room here to run. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season.
And he's across for the touchdown.
That sealed it.
In the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again.
The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Fresh set of downs here. Now it's Smith. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Smith now to throw. And some room to roam now. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
He's going to float this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will stretch the lead up to 13. So they settle for just the 3 there, but clearly anything helps when you're trying to salt one away here in the 4th.
Without a doubt, I think a touchdown would have been the final nail. But 3 does give him some breathing room and lets him build up a little cushion.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battle